Welcome. My name is Andrea, and welcome to this beginner friendly, all levels yoga class, roughly 45 minutes to an hour long. And we'll get started in a few more minutes. So I'll say hi in the chat. Hola, hija. Hi. Hi in the chat. All right. So if you're new to these classes, let me let you know more what to expect for today and for the class. So we'll get started seated on the mat. We'll take a few moments to settle. Notice our bodies, notice our breathing. And then after that, we'll transition to the movement part of the class where we'll be more active. So let's see, for today's class, you can expect some downward facing dogs, maybe also some uh, like a wide angle forward fold. So we'll get to that too. And then we'll do a seated stretch where we'll stretch the hips. And then we'll slow it down at the end. Do some more kind of slower movements laying on the mat, and we'll finish with a guided meditation. So as always, adjust any of these movements to suit your practice for today. Whenever you need to take a break, you can always come sit or just take a break and then rejoin when you're ready. The class is recorded, so you can come back and do it again as well. So with that, and one heads up, I like to throw in a couple silly jokes throughout class just to loosen up and so we don't get so serious. So with that, why don't we begin? So begin by making yourself comfortable. You're finding a comfortable seat wherever you're practicing today. Take a few moments to adjust and readjust so you can be comfortable as you sit on the mat. And then as you're ready, begin to notice your body. You can allow your attention to wander throughout your body, noticing what's present in your body today. You can notice sensations, tension or ease. You can notice places that are warmer or colder than others. So sensations of warmth and coolness. Even sensations like the air touching your skin, or noticing sounds or colors. And then as you're ready, allow your attention to come to those places and to notice those points of contact with the ground. So where and how your body's touching the ground underneath you. So where in your body do you feel most supported right now? And allowing your body to soften, maybe even get heavier. Come back to noticing those points of contact with the ground underneath you. And even how the ground touches back and contacts you back. Inviting in a sense of feeling supported, safe, at ease. Even feelings of well-being and peace, maybe even kindness. Still sensing that contact with the ground underneath you. and how the ground touches back. And now shift your attention to noticing your breath and your breathing. Notice those sensations that follow your breath, maybe sensations of warmth or coolness, expansion and softening. Noticing where and how your body breathes. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And as you're ready, you can begin to move your body. Maybe roll out the shoulders, return the neck and head from one side to the other. If you like, you can reach your arms out and up towards the ceiling. Maybe interlace the fingers and press your hands up. If you like, you can gently lean from side to side. And shake out the arms. We'll start to move next and transition to the more active part of the class. So let's go over our movement directions for today. I'll be referring to this side as the door side, then this side as the plant side. And we have towards the screen, then towards the back wall, up towards the ceiling, and then down towards the ground. So to get started, let's warm up the upper body. So upper chest and back, arms. We're going to do some arm swings. Extend your arms out, maybe even reach them behind you, and then cross your arms in front of you. Going back and forth, crossing the arms, alternating which arm ends up on top. You can put more oomph on your arm swings if you like, or just keep it really mellow. So now we'll keep the arm swings, but we're going to rotate the torso from one side to the other. So still relax your hands and arms, and then begin to rotate the torso as you swing the arms. You can allow the elbows to bend, keeping the hands and the wrist loose. And you can shake it out. Now for this next one, you can take one hand. We're going to massage from the top of the shoulder there all the way to the arm. So taking a few moments to massage or rub around the shoulder and down the arm, all the way to the hands. You rub those hands together, warming them up. And then as you're ready, get to the other side. Making your way down to the hands. Rub those hands together. Maybe even roll the wrist. Now let's shake out the legs. So extend the legs in front of you. And you can begin to gently either like rock the legs or massage down the legs. Take your time. And then if you like, place your hands behind you and bring your attention to your feet. Begin to flex and point through the toes. Maybe even circle the feet and warming up around the ankles. And you can just play with the feet, get creative. I'll come to sit back up and give your legs another little shake. So as we do this one, I think it'd be a good time for a joke to loosen us up a little bit more. So this is one of my favorite sayings to make you feel a little better. So I'm going to stand outside. So if somebody asks, I'm outstanding. Maybe it'll be a little bit harder to do today with all the snow. All right, so now we're going to come to all fours. So you can bend the knees. It's like a quadruped position. Placing your hands and lower legs on the ground. And begin by noticing your hands, feeling your left and right hand on the ground. And you can begin to shift your weight from hand to hand. If you'd like, you can also circle around the hands as you shift your weight side to side. And then you can begin to flex through the fingers. If you like, you can place your weight on your left hand and then flex through the right finger. So lifting the heel of the hand up and down a few times. Then when you're ready to switch sides, place your weight on your right hand and flex through the left fingers, lifting and lowering the heel of the hand. And now, next, bring your attention to your legs. And you can extend one leg behind you. And if you like, you can think of rotating the hips open to the screen or the side. You can even shift your weight forward and back a little bit, warming up around the waist and the hip. And then to switch side, relax that leg and extend the other one back, rotating the hip open towards the back wall or the side. Again, you can slightly shift your weight forward and back, warming up around the hip and waist. And then come back to all fours. Then come back to the other leg. So extend. For me, it'll be my right leg. Behind you, place the toes on the mat and then press the heel back towards the door, warming up through the lower leg, the ankle, the foot. So stay like this, or you can shift your weight forward and back along the back toes there. So still warming up the foot and lower leg. And then as you're ready to switch sides, relax that leg and extend the other one back. For me, it'll be my left one. Place the toes on the mat and press the heel back towards the door. Warming up through the lower part of the leg, the ankle, the foot. Stay like this or shift your weight forward and back. Still pressing the toes on the mat. Warming up the foot, the ankle, the lower leg. And then relax that knee. You can tuck the toes. We're going to sit up for a moment and you can massage or warm up the hands a bit more or do any other movements to loosen you up. We're going to come back to all fours and do some movements to warm up through the upper back, the neck, and the head. So as you're ready, come back to all fours. You can relax the feet. Take a moment to notice your hands resting on the mat, the left hand and the right hand, so both hands. And then as you're ready, begin to soften the lower back. You can shift your gaze forward towards a plant. Inhale. And then as you exhale, press through the hands and press your back up towards the ceiling, rounding the spine. And then soften the neck and the head. We're going to go back and forth like this 3 more times with the breath. So as you're ready, begin to soften the lower back, perhaps shifting your gaze forward. Inhale and press through the hands. Exhale, back up. Inhale, soften the lower back, look forward. Exhale, press through the hands, reach the back up. One more. Inhale, soften the lower back, look forward. Exhale, press through the hands, press the back up. And we'll stay like this for a few breaths. I think we did 3. If not, oh well. You can maybe turn the chin from one shoulder to the other. And then as you're ready, soften the back. And now bring the knees wide, maybe as wide as the mat. You can have the toes in the back to touch. We're going to start off like this in all fours as we inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to reach the hips back and then come back up on the inhale. So we'll go back and forth like that 3 times. So as you're ready, inhale. And then as you exhale, shift the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, shift the hips back. One more. Inhale, back up. And exhale, shift the hips back. We'll take a mini break. Feel free to bend the elbows, maybe stack the hands together. Rest your head on your hands. If you like, you can shift your weight from leg to leg. And then take a moment to soften. Feel the weight of your body resting on the mat. Feeling where and how your body's touching the ground. And how the ground touches back. Allowing your body to soften, to get heavier as you rest, supported by the ground underneath you. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And as you're ready, come back to all fours. Maybe shake out the legs behind you. We're going to come to downward facing dog next. So take a moment to feel your hands resting on the mat, the left one and the right one, both hands, and then tuck the toes on the mat. We're going to press through the hands and the feet to lift the hips up and back. So as you're ready, begin to soften the lower back. Maybe look forward. Inhale. And then press through the hands and the feet. Exhale. Lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. So take a moment to find a good distance between your hands and your feet. You can begin to warm up through the legs and lower body by bending one knee and the other, or flexing through the toes. So taking a few moments to warm up through the lower body. And as you're ready, bring your attention to your hands. Let's see if we can soften the upper back, soften the chest, the shoulders, even softening down the arms, and softening the neck and the head. For this next movement, we're going to press the toes onto the mat and lift the heels up towards the ceiling as we inhale and lower back down on an exhale. We'll do that 3 times. So as you're ready, press the toes on the mat, lift the heels up, inhale, and exhale, lower. Inhale, heels up, exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, heels up, exhale, lower. And then walk the hands back towards the feet for a forward fold position. You can widen your stance if you like, soften the knees, and then allow the upper body to be nice and heavy here. If you like, you can shift your weight from foot to foot. Maybe even bend the elbows and grab onto the elbows as you gently sway. Even do a little movement to the chin if you like to warm up around the neck and the head. And then as you're ready, relax the hands on the mat. And then bring the hands up to rest on your thigh. Bringing your attention to your feet. And take a few moments to feel your feet resting on the floor. So feeling the bottom surface of the left foot, the right foot, bottom surfaces of both feet resting on the mat. If you like, you can even lift the toes down and up a few times and feel how your feet are resting on the mat. So for this next movement, we're going to press through the feet and engaging up the leg and extend the back up on an inhale and then lower back down on an exhale 3 times. So as you're ready, begin to press the feet onto the mat. Feel that engagement up the leg. Inhale, back up, and exhale, lower. Inhale, back up, exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, keep pressing through the feet, back up, and then exhale, lower. Relax the arms. Take a moment to allow the upper body to hang heavy here. Do any other movements you like. And then we're going to come back to downward facing dog. So walk the hands forward towards the plant. Find that distance you like between the hands and the feet. Maybe spend a few moments stretching anything else that you like. Maybe bending one knee and the other a little bit more. You can also press through the hands and press the hips back towards the door. Take a moment to soften the upper body, softening around the shoulder blades, the shoulders, the arms, the chest, even all the way to the neck and the head. Taking a few moments to notice your body breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you need to take a break, you can rest your knees on the mat. So we're going to do one more movement here uh, on down dog. So as you're ready, place your weight on your left foot, bend the right knee, and extend the right leg behind you. And we're going to press with that bottom foot, the one resting on the mat, and lift that leg up on an inhale and back down on an exhale 3 times. So as you're ready, press with that bottom foot that's resting on the mat, and inhale, lift the back leg up, and exhale, lower. Inhale, back leg up, exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, back leg up, exhale, lower. Place both feet on the mat. Again, if you want to take a break, rest your knees on the mat. Rejoin when you're ready. And then for the other side, you need to place your weight on your right foot, bending that left knee, and extending that left leg behind you. Keep pressing through that bottom foot, well, the one resting on the mat, to lift that back leg up and down 3 times. So as you're ready, inhale, lift the back leg up, and exhale, lower. Inhale, back leg up, exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, back leg up, exhale, lower. Back to down dog. Maybe take a couple breaths here. Pressing your hands on the mat. Press your hips back towards the door. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Relax the knees on the mat. Take a moment to sit up, get off those hands, and maybe shake out the arms. Do some of those swings if you like. And as we do this, why don't we share a little joke to loosen up a little bit. So this one goes, how do you plan a space party? You plan it. Oh, actually, I said it wrong. How do you throw a space party? You plan it. There you go. Now let's come back to all fours. Let's stretch out the upper back and so bring your knees wide, maybe as wide as the mat, and then have the toes in the back to touch that same position we did earlier. And begin to soften the lower back. Inhale, and then exhale. Reach your hips back. Now we're gonna walk the hands forward towards the plant, and then soften or rest the forehead on the mat. So take a moment to maybe shift your weight from one hand to the other, slightly, turning the torso from side to side.
And then as you're ready, you can begin to notice your hands and forearms resting on the mat. A couple options here. You can keep the palms facing down, or if you like, you can turn the thumbs up towards the ceiling and even rotating the palms up. So either way, we're going to press through the hands and forearms and think of lifting the upper back up towards the ceiling. I'll stay like this a couple breaths and then lower back down. Uh, And for this movement, keep your gaze towards the floor, your feet. Think of keeping the back of the neck nice and long as we do this. So, bring your attention to your hands and lower arms. And begin to press the hands and forearms on the mat, lifting the upper back up towards the ceiling, keeping your gaze towards the floor or even your feet. Inhale and then exhale, lower. We'll do two more. Press your hands and forearms on the mat. Lift the upper back up. Keep your gaze towards your feet. Inhale and exhale, soften back down. One more. Pressing your forearms and hands on the mat. Lift the upper back up. Gaze towards your feet. Keep pressing through your hands and forearms. Inhale and exhale, lower. You can stay with the arms extended or bend the elbows. Take a little mini break. You can shift your weight from leg to leg or hip to hip. And then take a moment to soften your body, feeling the weight of your body resting on the mat, feeling where and how your body touches the ground, and even how the ground touches back, feeling that support from the ground underneath you, allowing your body to soften and rest. Feeling that support from the ground and allowing your body to settle and get heavier on the mat. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, as you're ready, come back to all fours. Maybe shake out the legs behind you. We're going to start off on down dog and then do the wide angle forward fold. So tuck the toes on the mat. Take a moment to feel your hands and your feet touching the ground. Then begin to soften the lower back. Inhale. As you exhale, press through the hands and the feet. Lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. You can take a moment to stretch anything else that you'd like here. Or press through the hands and shift the hips back towards the door. Softening around the chest, the shoulders, the upper back, all the way up to the neck and the head. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now we're going to step one foot forward between the hands. See if you can pick a foot so that if we rotate, we'll rotate all towards the screen. So bring that foot closer to the back wall forward. So you can bend the knees and pick up that foot and bring it forward. And then spin the feet so that the feet are pointed towards the screen. So we have a wide angle with the legs. And now walk the hands towards the middle and adjust your legs. And then begin to bend one knee and the other, just warming up around the hips. So we're shifting our weight from one foot to the other. And then come back to the middle, so extending both legs. And then relax the upper body. So, in doing this forward fold position, but with the legs in this wide angle. If you like, you can gently sway that upper body side to side. So place your hands on the mat or the floor, and let's all do that for a moment. So you can this time kind of allow the torso to swing slightly from one side to the other, and then walk the hand over towards the plant side leg. So we're having the torso, or think of having the chest more facing the knee or the shin. And then take a moment to feel your feet resting on the mat, the left foot and the right foot, so both feet. For this next movement, we're going to press through both feet, and then you can use your hands to help you here to extend the back up at an angle and then back down, like we did earlier, but this in this position at an angle. We'll do that 3 times. So take a moment to feel your feet and begin to press the feet onto the mat. See if you can still feel that engagement up the leg. Use your hands as you need them. Inhale, extend the back up at an angle, and exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, keep pressing through the feet. Back up. And then exhale, lower. Soften the upper body. And then take your time to walk your hands over towards the door side leg. Taking maybe a moment to soften the shoulders and the arms. We're going to do that same movement on this door side leg. So take a moment to feel your feet on the mat, the left one and the right one. So both feet. Begin to press both feet onto the mat. Let your hands sit up as you like them. Inhale, extend the back up at an angle. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, press through the feet. Back up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, keep pressing through the feet. Back up. And then exhale, lower. And take your time. Walk the hands in the middle. And here, take a moment to soften the upper body, softening around the shoulders, the neck, and the head. Let's do one more in the middle. So we'll can use the hands to help you here if you want, or you can even grab onto the outside of both legs, whichever you feel supported. I'll do it with my hands on the ground. So we'll press through the feet, then lift the back up on an inhale and lower on the exhale 3 times. So begin by pressing the feet onto the mat. Get your hands set up as you need them. Inhale, lift the back up, and exhale, lower. Inhale, press through the feet, back up. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, press through the feet, back up. And exhale, lower. Now walk the hands over towards the plant side leg. You can pick up the heels, and we're going to come back to downward facing dog like we started. So take a moment to step back and readjust your hand and feet position. Coming back to down dog. And then stretching anything else that you'd like. Maybe take a few moments to stretch the calves if you want to. Taking your time. And then as you're ready, resting both feet on the mat. Take a moment to feel your hands pressing on the mat. Perhaps shifting your hips back towards your hips a little bit more. And softening around the chest and the shoulders, the upper back, the neck and the head. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So we're going to do one last movement here in down dog, and we'll then come to sit on the mat and do some stretches there. For this last one, we're going to bend the knees, lowering the hips and shins down to the floor as we inhale, and then lift back up on the exhale. We'll just do two of these. So as you're ready, begin to bend the knees, lowering the hips and the shins towards the ground. Inhale, and then exhale, press back up. One more. Last one. Get to bend the knees, lower the hips down, pause at the bottom. Inhale, and then exhale, press through the feet, lift the hips up and back. Exhaling and softening. And now bring the knees all the way to the mat. Now sit up and get off the hands. So maybe give them a nice little shake, or you can reach your hands behind you and kind of open up through the chest if you like. And now we're going to come to sit on the mat. And bend the knees so they're facing up towards the ceiling. And maybe take a moment to rub the shins and the calves. I think it's a good time for one last joke. Maybe I'll get this one right. So, what did the fish say when it swam into a wall? Damn. All right. So now let's extend the hands behind us so you can keep the knees bent. And then scoot the hips forward towards the feet. You can readjust as you walk the hands back and scoot the hips towards the feet. Warm up to around the chest and the shoulders. So you can take a moment to maybe gently move the knees from one side to the other. And then as you're ready, you can have both knees facing up. And then allow the shoulders to kind of curve inward. And now we're going to press through the hands and inhale, rotate the shoulders out, pressing the chest up. So that'll be the inhale, and then the exhale, rounding the shoulders back in. So we'll do that 3 times. So press the hands onto the mat. Inhale, push the chest forward. And then exhale, allow the shoulders to round in, softening the chest. Inhale, press the chest up. And then exhale, allowing the shoulders to round in. Last one. Inhale, chest up. And then exhale, round the shoulders. Walk the hands up. Get off the arms for a moment. Maybe massage the arms as we did earlier. And for this next stretch, we're actually going to stretch the hips. I'll give you 2 variations. If I'll give you the first one, if you don't like what we're going to do, you can extend one leg, then the other knee. Pick up that foot and cross the leg, and then give that leg a nice hug to stretch the outer hip. So that will be a variation, an option for you. So this other option, you'll begin by placing the hands behind you, and you'll figure out how much you want to sit up. So leave the right foot on the mat or the foot closest to the screen, and then pick up the other one. You can even pick it up with your hand and cross that foot or place it on the outside of the thigh. So think of making a figure 4 with the legs, then allowing that knee to open up to the back wall. So once you get the shape ready, you can play with this if you want to. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, you can walk the hands in so that your chest is closer to that bent leg. And you can even, if you want to, you can even let go of the hands and thread your hands under your hamstring and grab like that, or you can leave your hands resting there behind you. So you can keep adjusting so you feel nice and supported. You feel that stretch along that outer hip. And soften the upper body. So softening around the shoulders, left shoulder and the right shoulder, both shoulders, and even softening around the neck and the head. You can do little movements with the chin if you'd like, warm up or loosen up around the sides of the neck and the head. Remember, still stretching that outer hip. Uh, so now here you can soften the hands a little bit. Maybe walk the hands back. And then if you like, begin to allow the knees to gently sway or shift side to side. So if you need to walk the hands back even more, go ahead. Oh, let's try this one where you allow the knees to fold forward towards that screen. Um, and you can stretch a little bit more. And then come to sit. You can undo the legs. We'll extend them in front of us and give your legs another little shake. Take a moment to pause before we stretch the other side. So I'm going to turn around so I face you. Well, I could do it facing you if you like. Well, actually, no. I'm going to just turn the other way. So I'll get set up with the other leg. And rest your hands behind you or pick up. For me, it's going to be my right foot. Pick it up and cross it over the thigh, making that figure four position with the legs. Remember, you had that option of extending one leg and crossing that foot over and hugging that leg to you if you don't like this variation. And so then, as you have your position, you get to readjust with the hands. You can kind of walk the hands in and bringing your chest closer to that bent knee and shin. You can even thread the hands under the hamstring and do it that way too. Um, so making adjustments as you need to. You feeling that stretch along the outer hip, on the outside of the leg. And begin to soften the upper body. So softening around the chest and upper back, softening the shoulders, left shoulder and the right shoulder, both shoulders. And if you like, you can soften the chin, maybe turn the chin from one shoulder to the other. Just doing little movements of the chin to get a little bit more stretch and movement in that upper body, neck, and head. Maybe feel your body breathing and notice those sensations that follow your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then if you like, you can walk the hands back a little bit and begin to gently move the knees from one side to the other. Taking a few moments, maybe you notice a little bit more tension in the hips than you realize. You can allow the knees to fold forward if you like. Or maybe do a little twist. And then extend the legs in front of you. Give them a nice little shake. We're going to make our way to resting on the mat. So you can either just lay back and rest on your back, or you can roll to get there. So if you're going to roll, bend the knees and scoot your hips forward towards the door or either side of the mat you're on. You can place your hands on the top of your shins and walk the feet in, balancing on your pelvis. And then check behind you and just lean back and roll a few times, taking your time. And as you're ready, relax your back on the mat
You can walk the feet to the outside of the mat and take a few moments to gently move the knees from one side to the other. And then walk the feet in a little closer to each other. You can reset the lower back if you like. And then bring the knees into the chest. Giving yourself a nice big hug. You can rock side to side. Maybe do little movements with the knees. And then extend the legs all the way up to the ceiling. And spending a few moments massaging the legs. And for this last movement, we're going to bend the knees into the chest as we inhale and extend the legs back up as we exhale. We'll do that 3 times. So as you're ready, begin to bend the knees into the chest. Inhale and exhale. Extend the legs back up. Inhale, bend the knees into the chest. Exhale up. Last one. Inhale, bend. And then exhale, extend the legs up. And then from here, you can feel free to do any other movements that you'd like to transition into our guided meditation. So doing any other last movements to help you stretch or relax or soften. And then whenever you're ready, making your way to begin to find a comfortable position where you can rest for the next 10 minutes or so. You can always leave your knees bent, or you can also extend your legs all the way to the mat. Also taking your time to find a comfortable position to rest your hands and arms. You can leave your hands on your body or rest your hands on the mat or the ground. And then doing any other movements and adjustments to allow you to be comfortable or get more comfortable. And then as you're ready, begin to soften the body, softening around the head, the face, the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the belly, softening the back, the upper back and lower back, softening down the arms to the hands, and even softening down the legs, down the left leg and the right leg, and the left foot and the right foot, softening both legs and feet. Bring your attention to your body and notice where and how your body's touching the ground, allowing your body to soften and rest, feeling that contact with the ground underneath you, and how and where the ground touches back, even rising up to meet you, and how your body meets back, allowing your body to soften, feeling the weight of your body resting on the ground, supported by the ground underneath you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Next, we'll do a body scan. So place your attention on the different parts of the body that you hear named, rotating your attention throughout your body as you hear them named. Bring your attention to your left hand, the left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, feeling your whole left arm from the left hand to the right, to the left elbow and shoulder. And now feel your right hand, your right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. Feel the whole right arm from the right hand to the right shoulder. Now feel both arms, the left arm, the right arm, both arms. Now bring attention to your head and your neck. Begin to feel the back of your head, the sides of the head, your face. Begin to soften your jaw and along the cheekbone, softening the left side of your jaw and cheekbone, and the right side of your jaw and cheekbone, softening your whole jaw and both cheekbones. And soften the eyes, the left eye, the right eye, both eyes. Softening the whole left side of your face and the whole right side of the face, both sides of the face, softening your whole face. And now soften around the neck, along the back, the sides, the front, inside and outside, softening the whole neck. And then soften the torso around the shoulders, the arms, the chest, the sides of the torso, the back, upper and lower back, even softening around the waist, the belly, the pelvis, softening all around the torso, front and back, side to side, inside and outside, left side and right side, softening the whole torso. And now bring your attention to your legs, softening down the left leg, the left thigh, and hamstring, around the left knee, the lower leg, the shin, the calf, around the left ankle, the left heel, and all along the left foot, various surfaces of the foot, along the arch, the top, the sides, all the way to the left toes, softening the whole left leg, inside and outside, front and back, softening the whole left leg. And now soften the whole right leg, the right thigh, hamstring, around the right knee, lower leg, the shin, the calf, the ankle, the right heel, softening all along the right foot and the surfaces of the foot, along the arch, the top, the sides, all the way to the right toes, softening the whole right leg, inside and outside, front and back, side to side, softening the whole right leg. And now soften the whole body, the left side of the body, the right side of the body, both sides of the body, softening your whole body, front and back, top and bottom, inside and outside, softening the whole body on the mat, taking a few moments to notice your breath and your breathing, and the sensations that follow your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And if there's any kind words you like to tell yourself, taking a few moments, maybe to even invite a sense of gratitude or love or kindness, or you can even use the words, I am enough. Taking a few moments to invite those sensations in your body, sensations of well-being, ease, kindness, knowing you are enough. You are enough. And as you're ready, you can begin to move your body, welcoming yourself in the space you're in, welcoming sounds, colors. Feel the air on your skin. Are you doing any other movements to help you become a bit more alert and awake? As you're ready, you can turn to your side and maybe pause, resting on the floor. Staying like this as long as you like. And then when you're ready to sit up, you can press yourself up to sitting. I'm going to scoot a little bit closer. And then taking a few moments to look around and orient yourself to your space. Noticing sounds, colors, feel of the air on your skin or your face. So I hope you feel a bit more relaxed and alert. So ready for what's next. So good job today. We got to work out our legs and we got to stretch our hips and upper back. And then we wound it down at the end with some guided meditation. So join in next week. We'll be doing the same time, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So in the meantime, stay well. Keep laughing at those silly jokes. So you don't get so serious. And keep doing these practices. They'll become more and more available to you as you get more familiar with them, and they'll be there when you need them most. So stay well, be well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.